Punching. I'm talking punching.
Sure.
Like, that's nuts.
I got tased.
You've been tased?
Yeah.
You creepy fuck. What
No,
did you do?
All right.
What did you do?
It's a little
dude?
bit of a story.
Yeah, I'd like to hear this fucking story, dude.
All right.
You got tased. Jesus Christ.
So
I never wanna have to count on you. Best friend, I never wanna have to count on you. Worst friend that I ever had. Best friend, best friend, best friend. The worst friend that I ever had.
five.
All right, everybody, here we go. It is episode 1 of Your Worst Friends. I am CJ Couch. This is my friend who is the worst, Josh Smith.
The worst Josh Smith. True story. There's a lot of us out there, but
That's kind of suck, dude, right? Honestly.
it comes with some first world problems.
Explain.
Nobody believes it's my name.
People really don't believe it's your name.
Like never. Especially like they're trying to sign me up for something. They're like, "What's your name?" I'm like, Josh. Like, okay, and your last name? Like, Smith. Okay, and what's your email? Joshua.Smith123456789@gmail.com.
Oh, send him an email, everybody.
Please
Say hey.
send me the dirtiest of porn.
Just say hey.
Or just say hey. For real, the spam filter will block all
That's
all out.
seriously your email.
That is for real my email though. That is like 100% legitimate.
Jesus
and nobody
Christ.
fucking believes me. Like,
Yeah, I don't believe you right now.
Exactly.
And you know what? I've seen your email.
Yeah.
On the Google Drive.
On the Google.
On the Google Drive. So we did an episode. I just turned 28, so this has nothing to do with my birthday, but I felt like it kind of did for a second, and I remembered it didn't at all.
No, you're just an alcoholic.
No. So I came here not drunk at all. Hadn't drank yet, but I came with a bottle of Fireball because it's easy to drink. I was about to go to a family event after that and then go hang out with one of my friends after that. So it was going to be a night. You know? Yeah.
You had plans.
I fulfilled all of them.
You filled all obligations.
No
that night.
consequences from being drunk other than a wasted of one episode that eventually you'll be able to pay to if this works
100%.
out. You know what I mean? If this works out.
The deep cuts.
It's not that bad, honestly.
There's moments. There's moments.
Like it's one of those things that if I took more time editing and really went around and just took all the fun parts, it could be a banger.
Sure.
But I'm not going to do that. I feel like that's inauthentic.
Sure.
How do you feel about editing this? I
It
was
is-
telling a story. I'm sorry. And I just forgot. So I feel like if you're listening, I'm sorry. But I forgot what I was saying. It's never coming back. It's never coming back.
You have the worst ADD of anybody I've ever met, dude.
My problem is I focus on one thing and then I have to say it.
Squirrel.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like you go hard, but then like halfway through what you're talking about, shift gears.
Not always.
Not always. Not always.
Not always.
Just like half, more than half.
We've digressed so hard right now. We're talking about drinking. My drinking. Oh, so we didn't do the episode. It wasn't that bad. But what I was saying is, I came here not planning on getting that drunk
Oh,
at all because I had so many other things to do.
sure.
But I came here and we just had so much fun and I was cracking up. I laughed so hard. So I was just, for some reason, because I was already a little buzzed, just kept grabbing the bottle.
Like just literally kept grabbing the bottle. Like, how big was that bottle that you brought?
It's whatever a handle is. I don't know.
Yeah, well,
Right?
It was.
I don't know.
No, it wasn't a handle. It was but it was more than a fifth. And it was more than half gone.
It was like 3/5.
Sure.
That's less. Is it more? It's more. Come on.
3/5 is more than 1/5. Yes.
Yeah, in terms of fifths.
I guess it depends on what it's a fifth of, but
Drink a fifth of vodka. Dare me to drive.
No.
What song's that from?
Slim Shady,
Classic.
Eminem.
Classic.
Hi, my name is. What year did it come out?
96.
Probably fucking.
Yeah, I was alive, dude. I was into it.
How old were you in 96?
4 years old.
4 years old. You were about it.
So, dude, my first time ever experiencing Eminem, I went to my friend's house. It's like in the neighborhood. We all would do sleepovers. And we would never sleep at this one kid's house because his parents were the meanest. This is also where I watched porn, if you will, for the first time, Skinamax.
Oh, okay.
But-
no. That's not porn. That's softcore porn.
Right, softcore, real softcore.
Real softcore.
So we fucking, I'm there. This is pre-porn. We weren't having that much fun yet. So like, it just wasn't fun there. You know what I mean? Their parents were dicks. It was like 9:30, 10 o'clock. And they're like, all right, everyone needs to go in the room to go to bed, like lights out. And we're like, what the fuck, dude? So I'm like, I don't feel good. I'm going home. I go home. I've always thought my parents were cool. I'm going to hang out with them. What's on MTV? As I walk in the room, it's Eminem falling through that building. I am whatever you say I am. That video. And me and my dad had no idea what was going on, like who that guy was or anything. We just watched that video like, this was fucking sick, dude. So whenever that came out, when do you think that is? 98?
Probably somewhere around there.
Maybe
Maybe 99.
99, I was thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah. He popped hard.
Hard.
Dude.
Big time.
Remember when he did that MTV movie or music awards with all the other Slim Shadys? You ever see that?
Probably not.
See, this isn't like we were saying we would never need a computer or anything like that.
Mhm.
And like I agree, but it'd be so cool to have that video on in the background right now. Because he pulls up to the place, he gets out, he's wearing his classic Slim Shady white tee bullshit. And there's like fucking 200 other extras. They just follow him everywhere. I can't believe you've never seen this.
No, I don't know if I've ever seen it. I may have. You understand, like, around that time I was on all the drugs.
Dude, you do pussy ass drugs though. Like, what do you mean by that?
Like mescaline, acid.
Pussy.
I mean, look, dude, I don't do heroin, okay? I get it.
I don't anymore.
But actually, at the time, I was doing a lot of beans, and they definitely had heroin in them.
If you're lucky.
Yeah, exactly.
For real.
Brown spots.
The yellow ones usually are the ones.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just on a lot of drugs at that time. I wasn't really with pop culture. We didn't have smartphones back then, so it wasn't as easy to stay connected. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude. You're out there just operating solo. Black Ops.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the late 90s is the time to be doing that shit. It came back in the 2010s. There was real Molly, if you will, out there. So it was just pure ecstasy.
Mm-hmm.
And then that all got fucked up. Just like it did in the late 90s.
Yeah.
But I'm sure it was very fun, you know?
It was most certainly a good time.
Do you think that is just going to keep coming back every 10 years?
I mean, something. People want to get fucked up, bro. I think we need it in our lives right now. Think about how angry everybody is.
Why do people instinctually, and animals too, dude, they get fucked up in the wild. Why does consciousness want to like take a break so bad?
Oh, man. The qualms of morality will fucking drive you mad.
Dude, beyond, I think there's that if you're lucky. Because like for me today, I was off all day. I was bored as fuck. I'm sitting out there, my dog's outside, I'm on the back porch, and I'm listening to music. And like, this sounds so fucking cheesy, but like your thoughts are so loud that you have to like turn up the music, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I 100%
Now that I
know
don't
what
do
you
drugs,
mean.
like for real,
Yeah.
like that I'm not doing bad things. You don't, that's like, that was a huge break. And it was
Sure.
a constant. I didn't have to think about all the things that I dread thinking about that you don't even. Dude, the things that haunt me are things that like it's not like situations in my life. You know what I mean? It's like it's not up to me what is going on up there in this weird way. If we're gonna be real, I don't know how to say it. I know that sounds crazy,
You feel like your brain's a loose cannon?
I feel like, okay, everyone has those two voices in their head, the angel and the devil or whatever. And it's like, which one do you identify with? Because I feel like I'm the good voice when the bad voice starts shitting on me or whatever. Like, I feel like when I defend myself, I'm like that, if you will. I'm that voice. But in reality, I know I'm not, because instinctually that's my thoughts are the bad
Sure.
ones. And they're nonstop, dude. Honestly, they're nonstop. So like I'm constantly, like when I'm at work, dude, I'm like constantly listening to something. I can never not be.
Yeah.
It's nonstop.
You're lucky to have a job like that.
Very lucky.
Yeah.
I've had jobs where you couldn't, and I didn't last long at all.
Yeah.
I was up out of there.
I have to deal with the public, and it's terrible.
Yeah. See, it's similar in that I deal with these people like I go to their house.
Mhm.
I do wallpaper. You don't have to say what you do. It doesn't matter.
Sure.
I do wallpaper, so I go to these people's house, and like some people are like, "Hi, I'm out of here," or they're like, "Hi, I'm going to go to work," and you never see them except for when they pay you. And there's other people who hang out with you the entire time. They're hanging out with you no matter what,
Yeah.
because you just got to deal with them. Not
I-
to like get into specifics.
Yeah. It's
Unless you want to. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if you get fired from your job, dude.
Yeah, right. Like, we'll just say I work in sales, and it's a process that takes at least an hour. And I fucking hate people.
Did you always see yourself working in sales?
Never.
Is it like, it has to be better than you thought it'd be, though.
Sure. I mean, I've done it for a long time.
There's like a rush, I'm sure.
100%, bro. Like, dude, nothing will make your dick hard than making like fucking $1,000, $1,500, $2,500 in a day. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit's a rush. You know what I mean?
But it's a rush because you turned like, I mean, these people are coming in to get whatever, but like, it's not a guaranteed thing. Like, you're not always going to win.
100%.
So you could be on this like cold streak, and then all of a sudden, boom.
Right.
That's probably when it feels good. Like,
Sure.
I'm sure, you know, a $2,500 day is really great, but when you haven't sold anything in a week, or I don't even know if that happens,
Sure.
but when you start hitting,
It's big. It's all right. Like, you play golf.
yeah.
So when you're playing golf, there's that one shot that keeps you coming back. You know what
For
I'm
me,
saying?
there's
Like,
a bunch because I'm good, but yeah.
yeah, okay. Well, for me, I'm terrible.
Mm-hmm.
I play like trash the whole fucking time, but I'll hit like one or two amazing shots, and I'm like, yeah,
That shit feels
got-
good, dude.
I gotta come back so I can do that all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, truly, though, with golf, like, people don't get the feeling of, especially with an iron, but when you pure a golf ball and you hit it perfect, that feels better than doing drugs. It doesn't last, but like that initial feeling is the best feeling that I've ever experienced. And I've experienced feelings. You know, I'm like probably somebody that's going to be able to say they've experienced feelings that most people haven't. And and at least I can say I got good judgment on that. And golf is the best.
Golf is the best.
Dude, think
Really?
about if it's so boring, how are there professional golfers just sitting out there smacking the ball over and over all day when they're not playing in tournaments? They're practicing nonstop because it feels so fucking good.
Sure, to them, but I mean, there's also comedians that are doing fucking 7 mics a night, going hard every night. You know what I'm saying? Are you gonna tell me that golf is better than doing stand-up comedy?
Not golf. The feeling. Okay, stand-up comedy. The high you get from doing good.
From crushing, you know what I mean?
You destroyed that place. You walk out. That feeling, and when you're on stage, that feeling lasts longer. Like, the golf thing, it might last 3 seconds.
Sure.
It lasts till the ball lands, and at most another 10 seconds. And then it goes away, and you're riding like the come down of that. But like with the comedy thing, at least for me, that lasts till the next morning. Like, I wake up in a good mood.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Based off of that. I don't wake up in a good mood if I played golf good. I mean,
Okay.
maybe, but like not really.
Maybe if it was something crazy, like you
Yeah, if
got
I played
fucking
the
like
best
hole in
round.
one or something.
Yeah, that would be cool. But like the
Right.
best round of my life or something like that.
Right.
But like stand-up comedies, that feeling lasts so long, comparative. Like that lasts honestly longer than drugs do, if you think about it. I didn't do drugs at 9 o'clock at night and then wake up the next day still feeling energized.
Really?
Fuck no. Unless it was meth, dude. I'm just kidding.
Have you ever done meth?
Yeah.
Is there anything you haven't done?
I've never done acid.
I'm sorry, bro. That's like my favorite.
I've tripped people. Don't get mad at me. Like I've done hardcore drugs.
But acid's just not available.
I used to like sell Molly, like I was around it, you know, like offered maybe 1,000 times. And I just said no every time. Like, I am not a mentally strong person, dude. And I'm not going to take that ride.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going to happen. I've had a bad trip before.
Sure.
Like the kid who made the Molly made 2CI, like his version of it, tried.
Mm-hmm.
It was apparently awesome because I tripped balls, but it was scary as fuck. Like literally scary. I'm talking like it was like I was living in a haunted house. Scary.
Oh.
Yeah. So I didn't like that. So ever since then, I mean, I got no interest in tripping.
Huh.
Like no interest. I never have. I've always known I'm a pussy mentally.
Fair enough.
My mind grew up on the offensive, not the defensive.
Okay.
So it was like 20 years of just doing what I wanted and going out there, and then it all just hit the fan. And it went from like never having to defend itself to constantly trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
And it just traumatized it.
Have you ever done like DMT or
No.
ayahuasca? Or any
I don't
of that?
want to I don't want to go see my mom.
Sure. You know.
I know that
feel
sounds
you.
fucked
No. I fucking feel you on that. Like,
I have no interest in like. I love my mom so much that I don't want to go see her, and
Right.
then not see her again until I do DMT again. You know what I mean?
Right. Because
First of all, it'd make me question if that's even real.
Sure.
Like, you know.
well, everybody has a pretty similar experience, and I don't think it's necessarily that.
Hey, I agree.
I've never done it.
I know so much about it. Exactly. I'm sure we both know so much about it, right?
Right. Yeah.
Exactly. It's
Yeah.
fascinating. It might be the most fascinating thing to hear people like talk about.
Right.
But like, I got no interest.
I don't do drugs like that anymore, and I just I want to try it, but I don't want to. Like, it's been so long since I've done drugs that I'm like, yeah, I don't know if I want to try some shit like that.
Would you consider shrooms drugs?
Yeah, that's actually what made me stop doing drugs.
Why? Like, this is what I mean by like pussy ass drugs.
You say pussy ass drugs, but like, I drank like an obscene amount of shroom Kool-Aid that I made.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, and I had a seizure.
Pussy ass. Are you okay?
I'm fine now. you
Okay.
know, but my mouth doesn't move at the same speed it used to.
Really? How do you manage that? You just slow down your thoughts when you're talking?
I just can't talk as fast as I used to. I used to be able to rap really fast. I can't do it anymore. Like physically. Like,
So you're not okay.
I mean,
You had something happen.
I mean, I don't talk like I got Down syndrome or anything.
I was gonna make a mean joke.
That's because you're a piece of shit. Make the joke.
I need to take this cardigan off, so I need to take this mic down. So like you can start anything that you want to start.
Okay, well, I'm just going to go ahead and say that that's the gayest thing I've heard today. And I worked with a couple of gay people today. So, yeah. But yeah.
Gay people would not want to say gay things around you. You seem like you would hate gay people.
Really? Do I give off the I hate gay people vibe?
Dude, yeah.
Really? I like gay people. I have no problem.
As a gay person, no, I'm just kidding. You do, yeah. No, I'm just kidding. I have no idea.
You know what's funny is Crystal.
You seem like you do.
Crystal is convinced that you've sucked it more than one dick.
I would love to get her in here to talk about it. As a real person, like if I drop the act, and this is the first episode, it's probably gonna lose some people. I think we talked about this a lot. I think it's insane that like dudes claim they're straight if they've kissed a guy. I think so. No, I've never sucked a dick. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's nuts. I think it's fucking hilarious. But in true real life, no.
No.
But
I'm kind of disappointed.
I feel like you should be reassured. That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like, at heart, I'm like, I can't even say it because I have genuine gay friends. Like dudes that I've slept at their house. I'm like, I'm sleeping on the couch though.
Right. Sure.
I'm just kidding. Slept in their bed. No, just slept on the couch, you know? But not homophobic, but like there's a certain line, like in acting or something. Or like I would never, I don't see how a straight dude kisses a guy for theater or something. To me, you're at least bisexual. And the only difference between a gay dude and a bi dude's like a gay dude's a real man and knows who he is. A bi dude's just a gay dude in denial, dude.
Well, nah, here's the thing though, right? Like everybody's got a price.
Dude, pussy's so good that fucking
But I'm telling you,
gay dudes think they're bi.
Like
That's how good pussy is. Gay dudes think they're bi.
You're a child of privilege.
Okay.
And so I don't know if you value money the way that most people do.
I don't know how this has to do with gay people.
Hold on.
Okay, all right.
But if I put 20 grand cash
No way.
in front of most dudes, they would totally kiss the person next to them regardless of who it was.
20 grand. No way, dude.
Dude, 20 grand, I would make out with you right now.
I honestly,
20 grand cash?
I wouldn't let you make out with me for you to get
I would
the 20
force
grand.
it upon you for
I would not.
25.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm being now. This could have been really funny, but like being dead serious.
Like here's the difference, right? It's easy to say that right now, but when you see, have you ever seen $25,000 cash?
Never. Yeah.
I forget, like you're a spoiled rich kid.
No,
like,
you think my family has $25,000 rolling around?
I don't know, bro. I'm just saying, like, $25K
Like
cash
on the
in
ground.
front, like right in front of you, will make you do some things.
I've seen it. I've not done some things.
Did you not have any thoughts of doing things?
I had thoughts of killing everyone in the room and taking the money.
Exactly.
I would do that before I let you kiss me.
Wow.
Yeah.
You are homophobic.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, that's crazy.
But not really. Like,
Well, like-
I'm
like-
homophobic in terms of I will. It's not homophobic.
No,
It's-
no, no.
Okay, how about this? There's a gay dude. Would he be straightophobic if he wouldn't kiss a girl? Like gay dudes are allowed to not like pussy.
Hold on.
And
if
it'd be okay.
he wouldn't do it, if he wouldn't kiss a girl, if he would rather murder people than kiss a girl,
Murder people. I wouldn't murder multiple people, but one person.
one person, yeah.
Like a bystander. It's like, okay, so it's either kiss you or like if we had an intern. Be like, okay, kill the intern.
I mean, $25K, I'd do some things. And that's not even a life-changing amount of money. But I'm saying, like,
Exactly.
kiss a dude, whatever. And like,
But to me, it would be a life-changing thought that's repetitive in my head.
And let me be very clear. I've never kissed a dude like that.
I don't believe it at all anymore. I don't.
I'm glad. The more awkward I can make this relationship, the better.
That's fine. Keep trying.
But I like,
I'm coming off so bad right now. This is the first episode.
how do I say this? Like, I have plenty of gay friends. I don't dislike gay people at all. The thought of two dudes getting it on, it literally turns my stomach. And I understand that's how a gay person feels.
Doesn't turn my stomach. It's just something that I have zero interest in.
No.
For myself.
For me, it literally turns my stomach. Like if I see two guys making out, like
That's homophobic.
let me explain. I don't dislike them, and I don't dislike that they're doing it, and I never go ew or anything like that. But it literally, like, I'm like,
You internally go, ew.
I really do.
Which
Like
is
it's
same
fucking
thing.
gross to me. But like, I understand that me making out with my girl is just as gross to them. You know what I'm saying?
If they're as homophobic or straightophobic as you are homophobic, then it would gross them out. But if they're normal people, they don't care. Like, it doesn't. I'm not trying to sound social justice. I'm being dead serious.
Right.
I don't care about that.
But I'm not scared of gay people. Like,
It's not about being scared of gay people.
but I don't dislike gay people or what's the word I'm looking for? Like,
I was just trying to dig you a hole.
I feel it. You know what I'm saying? But I think I'm above ground on this one because, like,
Okay, morally.
it's just an internal, like, it's a reflex.
You feel like you're above it because, like, you'd kiss a dude for 25 grand.
Sure.
First of all, you do it for way cheaper, dude. I guarantee you, for $800, you'd kiss a guy. I guarantee it.
Look,
If
bro,
you, dude,
I'm not gay, but 20
you
bucks
either
is
would
20
or you
bucks.
wouldn't. You either would or you wouldn't.
I
don't think money will change your mind.
all right. So
You
there's
either will
there's
or you
levels.
won't,
There's
and
levels
you
to
will.
it, though, right? Like,
If
all
you
right.
think there are.
Well, no. Straight up, like for fucking $800, I might. Nah.
What were you about to say, dude?
For $800, no. But maybe for like $2,000, might. You know, just a quick little. You know what I'm saying? For
We're
$2,000.
obviously talking about making out, dude.
But if you want like
you can't just
full-on-
peck a dude
yeah
for
yeah.
$800.
If you want some tongue involved, I mean, it's got to be a lot of money. I say that, but you know,
You would do it for $2,000.
no, I wouldn't make out with a dude for $2,000.
I just feel like if I had 8 $100 bills and like an attractive dude in the room to come up to you and just kiss you, you would do it for $800.
No,
$800. I mean,
not $800.
okay, if that's what you think. My point is, if like you know, how there's like a gay dude and they're like, "Ew, pussy's gross." Like maybe they're joking. Maybe they're not. Like, why is it homophobic if I don't want that? I feel like no gay person in reality thinks that's homophobic. I think people who are just highly politicized in whatever direction they lean, they think that. Like,
People who lean.
I don't think a gay person would be like, "Oh, you're fucking homophobic. You wouldn't hook up with me."
Well, no, of course not. You
But
know,
like, I've had that argued on my old podcast. I don't want to use. I don't even know. Fuck it. There was a transgender born male. I'm so glad I call myself transgender born male turned female. Comes on my podcast brings one of her friends over. Great fun time.
sure.
Tells me that I'm transphobic because I wouldn't let her suck my dick.
Whoa.
This is on my podcast. Like, argued it for a good 20 minutes. And I'm like, that's insane. Like, you're on my podcast. I'm hanging out with you. What are you talking about?
Right. I mean, I guess.
And I'm
like,
in no way exploiting you.
It depends on how you define that transphobic, right? Like you're not.
Well, that's
you
the
don't
thing
hate,
about-
you don't hate them, right, or anything like that. But the thought of being with them intimately does not appeal to you at all, and so you're against that.
Well, there's definitions to words, so it's like,
Sure.
And I feel like not wanting to have sex with somebody is not hating them. It's never meant that. And I don't even know if that's like, I think maybe we are so disconnected that we think that like what we're talking about they think like this and stuff. Maybe they don't think like that. Like maybe people aren't thinking what we think they're thinking.
Are you thinking?
I think
what
I'm going
thinking?
like so deep.
Yeah, dude, you got like Inception deep there. I'm confused.
And then you go, are you thinking what I'm... That was good. Okay. Promote it.
promote it.
Okay, so MMA is Miocic. It's fucking right. And
yeah. Miocic
Cormier
versus
and-
Cormier. Who you picking? Have you seen their previous two fights? No. Do you know what transpired in their previous two fights? Okay.
Nope. I'm sorry.
No worries. No
So
worries.
talk about it. Tell me what happened between Stipe and Daniel, and
So
was it great?
in the first fight, Cormier caught Stipe pretty early in the first round, knocked him out.
Who threw him at him?
What's that?
Just go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna interrupt. Go ahead.
And then in the second fight, Cormier was piecing him up for like 3 rounds, and then Stipe switched to hitting Cormier in the body, fucked him up, took him out, dropped him in the 4th round. Game over.
You know so much about fighting.
I know a lot. Yeah, it's bad.
Can you fight?
Yeah,
When was the last time you got into a fight?
it's been a long time.
If you lost a fight,
Totally.
you got to lose a fight in life.
100%.
Check yourself, dude.
Look, nobody is great at fighting that ain't taking an ass whooping, because you got to take chances. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how you know where your benchmark is. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. I was a troubled child. I got into a lot of fights. I was put in weird situations.
Children fighting is one thing, but what about like fucking adult fights?
I steer clear. Steer clear.
Okay, have you been in a fight above the age of 18?
Yes.
How many?
I don't know. Not many. Probably like 4 or 5. Not many.
Did you lose one of those?
No.
Okay. You're a badass. That's what you think.
I avoid conflict. You know what I'm saying?
It's so
Like,
easy to not fight.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I don't drink anymore either. So
But seriously though, as like a kid, as a young adult, I guess, I thought it was hard not to fight. And then it becomes this thing where you're like, it's not worth it at all.
Right.
Like, I literally don't care about being disrespected at all. I think it's fucking hilarious.
I prefer it.
I think it's hilarious. I genuinely laugh in public, and it's not like a sarcastic, like, haha, you're a dick. It's like this. I think it's so funny that people are genuinely that shitty of people.
Right.
Like, that's so funny to me that you're either not self-aware at all, or you're so self-aware and you said, fuck it. Because like we all want to do stuff that dick-ass people do.
Sure.
And when they do it, instead of it bothering me, it impresses me. Because
Right.
they're that far into, in a way, being themselves.
Right. So you think people are inherently just shitty people?
I think people are inherently shitty people, and I think people are inherently the best of people. Just how when you see somebody doing something shitty in public, and you're like, they're wrong for that, because you just know, like,
Sure.
they know it's wrong, but they're doing it because it still is what we all want to do. When you're in line at Target and it's really long, you want to skip everybody. And sometimes someone does,
I see what you're saying.
right?
Right.
And we all go, fuck that person.
Yeah.
That's the good in us, which is still the bad. Because instead of like just being like, oh, it's not really that big of a deal, we get mad and like,
Right. As
So,
opposed to
like-
like starting shit like, what the fuck's your problem, man? I've been
That's-
waiting all day, blah, blah, blah.
I don't know. I just think, I don't think people are either. I don't think people are inherently necessarily anything
Sure.
other than everything, if that makes sense.
So vague.
Dude, but is it like you think a person can be so black and white where you're either good or bad?
No, absolutely not. Of course not. We're so complex.
I just think everyone has crazy ass thoughts in their head that we do not act on. And some people do. And what is the point to not act on what you think, or is the point to be a good citizen? I don't fucking know. I don't know. But like for your own mental health, who's happier? The person like fitting into society, or the person who skipped you in line at Target and has their headphones in and just
Sure.
doesn't care. And I'm not saying they are happier.
They might be.
They might not be.
Here's the thing. Ignorance is fucking bliss.
I couldn't agree more.
Like, the happiest people I know are dumb as fuck. Like, straight up. Like, I know that sounds really fucked
They're
up.
so
but
happy.
It's really true.
There's no depth of thought, and when you go beyond surface level to like anything going on, it's hard to, be optimistic, dude. Especially right now, but even before. It's like the more you dive into literally anything, probably the darker it's going to get.
Sure.
Look at Lance Armstrong. You know who that is?
Do I know who Lance Armstrong is?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, we've gone for 37 minutes. How long do you want to keep these for?
I don't give a fuck.
Because I wouldn't mind, like, you were talking about MMA earlier,
Yeah.
and I just think, like, you're their demographic, dude.
Why is that?
First of all, the video game.
Uh-huh.
I think,
About it.
but I think that people who love MMA and love that video game think that it somehow they're better at fighting. I don't think that you think you're a great fighter. I know you think that. And I think it's because of watching UFC and understanding it and playing UFC and being really good at it. Like, you're one of the best in the world.
At points. But no, I don't think that gives me any type of insight.
Of course you don't.
Into fighting. I mean, I used to wrestle when I was in school and shit. You know what I mean? Like, I knew how to throw kids around. I got a lot of fights when I was in school. Now, as far as like, dude, I'm out of shape as fuck right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm like trying to fight somebody who's in shape and like about that life, I'm getting fucked up, 100%.
If someone splits up to you, I feel like you already know what you're going to do, though.
I was gonna say, like,
Yes.
if I hit you with the 3-piece in the soda, you know what I'm saying? Like,
You're going to, like, go for, like, an omoplata or something.
no, nothing crazy like that. Nothing.
That's what
crazy
you think.
Like that. No,
Okay.
I have put somebody in a triangle before though.
How old were you?
20.
Was this, like, your ex-girlfriend and she was being a bitch and you just had to set her straight?
No, I did let my ex-girlfriend put me in a triangle once.
Really?
Yeah. We were watching the fights and she like saw one happening and she's like, I don't understand. And rather than me do it to her, I let her do it to me.
Have you ever been with a girl who really wants you to hit her? Not
Yes.
sexually.
Oh, no. But like, yes and no, right? Like, so like,
Like, if a girl starts hitting you, unless she really doesn't, like, that's a crazy thing to do to somebody. Like,
Yeah.
punching. I'm talking punching.
sure.
Like, that's nuts.
I got tased.
You've been tased?
Yeah.
You creepy fuck. What
No,
did you
so-
do?
All right.
What did you do?
It's a little
dude?
bit of a story.
Yeah, I'd like to hear this fucking story, dude.
All right.
You got tased. Jesus Christ.
So, ex-girlfriend of mine and I are living together in a apartment complex down at the beach. And neither of us had a car at the time, and she had to walk through South Jacks Beach and North Jacks Beach to get to work. And
It's really nice.
there's some rough areas there.
It
You know what I'm
it
saying?
gets pretty rough. dude.
Yeah. And so I got her a taser.
For Jack's Beach.
Yeah, exactly.
Not in reality, but yeah.
So I got her a taser just in case, you know. And one night we got into an argument, and we would say some fucked up mean things in arguments. Like, her and I were not compatible at all. I don't know why we were dating. I mean, the sex was great, but other than that,
It's compatible.
right. But other than that, like, we fucking hated each other. Like, deep down, I think we really didn't like each other.
Mm-hmm. That's why the sex was so good.
Probably.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so we're arguing and we're getting into it and we're saying some mean things to each other. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck this shit. I'm fucking out of here. And I go to walk out the apartment, and as I walk down the hallway, boom, I get hit in the back of the head with a shoe. this bitch took her shoe off and threw it at me, and it fucking hit me in the back of the head.
Jesus.
And I was like really fucking angry, so I picked up the shoe and I fucking punched the wall with it, and like the shoe is like just sticking out of the wall.
Hell yeah.
And like I open up the front door and I get halfway out of it, and then fucking taser in my back.
Jesus, dude. First of all, you got tased with the taser you bought.
How fucked up is that, right?
Which is fucking such a girl thing to do, dude.
Right? Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah. So when I got up,
what happens when you get tased?
So when I got up, I forcibly removed the taser from her, and I forcibly removed her from my home.
How'd you do that? Let's talk about it specifically.
I mean,
I'm just kidding.
Look, I ain't hit her.
At what point?
But I
are you
definitely grabbed
allowed?
her by the arms and not threw her, but placed her outside of
Like,
said apartment.
I feel like
And that was the last time we spoke.
I'm not even gonna delve into what I was gonna say. Yeah, that girl is insane for doing that.
Sure.
Now, I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt. Maybe you're being nuts, but in reality, probably not.
I'll be completely honest. The way we argued was very unhealthy.
Mm-hmm.
We said really mean and fucked up things to each other.
Classic.
I definitely said some things that would make a woman go crazy. And it is what it is.
I've been punched in the face while driving. I have like a fuck up on my tattoo because, dude, I dated this girl. She was abused as a kid by her dad. Not sexually, physically. And like, then dad dies. This girl like really wanted me to hit her. I couldn't do it. I'm talking punching.
Yeah.
Like to the point where I obviously would have to like corral her and do the bear hug thing. Dude, I had to like, she was trying to get me to punch her so fucking bad, which is such a weird moment in life.
Right.
When someone is asking you, it's like, are you asking me to do this because you're actually being so crazy that like you're trying to fuck me over? And like I do this and now I'm fucked for life?
Right.
Or do you really like want this as like a crazy fucking person? You know? And we're in my car. I'm not going to explain the story to try to justify why I was so angry. But like I'm not trying to punch out my window of the car. But like it ends up where she's in the driver's seat, I'm in the passenger seat because I got out of the car and all this crazy shit. And I just punched the window. And like that's what she wanted. As soon as something crazy like that happens, she ended it, everything was cool. It's like there's certain people who want to like draw out they want to see how crazy they can make you. You know? And I've been with someone totally different where they wouldn't even argue.
Yeah.
That's way better.
Yeah. Crystal and I, we don't argue.
I can't see y'all arguing.
Yeah, we don't.
I don't even know the point of why I just said anything. I got caught up in this girl, dude. It was just nuts.
Dude, like I said, that me and the other chick, we were toxic. We fucking argued all the time. And it was bad. Like,
Yeah.
we said such mean things to each other.
How old were you?
Young. I was like
20.
18, 19.
Yeah, I do. Yeah,
19.
exactly.
Yeah.
19, 20.
Yeah. And like her and I had like an off and on thing, like that started when we were younger and shit. But yeah, it was weird. It was always weird, really weird.
This girl, like, there's some people, just like alcohol, like, there's some people who drink alcohol and they're happy, and there's some people who get real angry.
Right.
That same thing with Xanax. Like, some people can take Xanax and be normal, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's some people who just, they turn evil, dude.
Right.
There's something extremely dangerous about that.
Yeah.
Like, for all the kids out there, which I don't think there are literally any.
I mean, it's the same thing with alcohol too, though, man. Some people really turn into fucking terrible people when they drink.
What am I like drunk in terms of quality of person?
You are. Well, so most of the time when I see you drunk, we're at the CBD cafe.
Yeah.
And you're kind of in your comedian persona.
I'm in it.
So you're going hard on just being a dick. You know?
I'm trying.
But I mean, the other day I thought we were having interesting conversations. You know, when you slammed all that Fireball before we recorded. I will say you were ADD as fuck though. Like you could not stay on a topic, and you were all over the place.
Exactly. I get excited when I get drunk.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say you're angry or anything.
I have zero ill will in me when I'm drunk.
It's a good thing.
But
I'm a really jolly drunk. I love everybody.
Like, if you're not like that, fuck you. Don't drink.
Right, exactly.
Like, seriously. There's people who, like, especially dudes I've noticed, want to get real, like, physical. And, like, grab you. And, like, that one guy we talked about before who told me he wanted to stab me with a pencil. And I was going to tell you. So, for my birthday just happened. And he'll probably end up listening to this, but this dude's name is Primo. Okay.
Primo.
He's like 50, I think. Fucking old school punk guy.
I don't know if I've ever met somebody named Primo that didn't sell cocaine.
He doesn't, but like
he probably did.
He probably did a bunch of coke. Like he might seriously be like one of those dudes who named himself.
Yeah.
Like, I'm Primo.
This was the guy that was that was up
at the
there
comedy
the other
show.
night. Yeah.
Yes.
He said some real fucked up things during my set.
Oh, he's a dangerous person, I think. So one day I'm out front of the cafe. I usually get there early. I like to hang out, set up, do my thing, smoke some cigs, go over my shit. So I'm outside smoking a cigarette, going over jokes all by myself. He comes walking by. Random dude. Just starts talking to me. 15 minutes later, 20 minutes later, 25 minutes later, leaves, right? That's like a month and a half ago.
Okay.
I see him on my birthday. This is Wednesday during the open mic before. Mm-hmm. I go to get some alcohol. I'm walking up to the store. It's right next to Publix. He's sitting outside of Publix. He's like, hey, man. Starts talking to me instantly, saying he should bring... He's like, you're still doing that comedy thing? And I was like, yeah, dude, it's tonight. I'm already drunk. This is in between dinner and showing up. So, like, I'm drunk.
Sure.
As fuck from dinner. So I'm like, yeah, dude, it's tonight, bro. Like, come on out. See
Oh, you fucked up.
He usually has to be home by 9. That's from talking to him before. He's like, fuck, I got to go. I got to be home by 9. So I'm assuming he can't come. So I'm just trying to get out of this conversation. He goes, dude, anyone got a DVD player there? Because, like, I got Kinnison, naming, like, just a bunch of old comics. He has all their old DVDs. And we should all watch them. Like the crowd.
What?
Like us, we do stand up. Everyone in the crowd then watches a series of 1 hour specials.
Real comedians doing real stand up.
3 hours of, 1985, 86 comedy, which is, not going to hold up well. And also just a ridiculous concept. So I'm like, you know what, dude? He's drinking. I go, you know what? I got to get some alcohol so I can get there. I'll buy you what you're drinking. He was drinking, those, not 99 bananas, but they come in different. He's drinking root beer. I saw that little thing. I was like, I'll buy this just so I can get out of this. I go, buy it, give it to him, and say, see you later, dude. I got to go. Now, 40 minutes later, he shows up. I told him it was my birthday, obviously. He shows up with a cupcake, a card. That's nuts.
Oh, man.
And fucking, the card is one of those that opens up, and it has, like, fart noises.
Awesome.
He thought it was hilarious.
Of course.
Comes in, starts interrupting you in the middle of Morgan's set, who did by far the best that night. There's no doubting that.
Sure.
By far. She fucking is in the middle of doing good. Everyone's loving it. He comes up and he goes, hey, you know what, man? Like, into my ear, like, whispering. He's like, you know what, man? Fuck this. Like, I can't stand this bitch. Like, I gotta go. I fucking hate this girl. And leaves in the middle of her shit.
Wow.
So he was down to listen to Cross Bomb, U Bomb, and I Bomb. But this girl starts doing good, and he fucking leaves.
That is hilarious.
I think he is dangerous. I just want to, now that I'm glad, if something happens to me, this is the dude. I think he's severely schizophrenic.
Dude, that's weird.
What did he say during your set? I was not blackout
I don't
drunk,
know,
but
man. He was talking about shooting some bitch or
yeah. I didn't know what he said.
Yeah.
But I heard him say something like shooting a bitch.
yeah, something. Here's the thing too, like Crystal recorded it, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And so like I was watching it back, and I'm like, man, why is nobody laughing at my jokes? I'm really fucking funny. God damn it.
It's so, dude, it's so frustrating.
I blame you because we waited for your family to show up and they didn't laugh at none of my jokes.
First of all, dude, they didn't laugh at anyone's jokes. It's probably just because Morgan's hot and fucking funny.
Sure.
And they were like,
I say that.
but think about this. Let's really break down why she did better. Because I've thought about it.
It was all new material to us.
No. My family's never heard it.
No, but we did. We laughed.
But think about us going on stage.
Uh-huh.
Our energy. She walked up there on fire already.
Sure.
She was captivating us instantly. I don't remember, honestly, anyone else walking on stage. Me personally, I remember walking up there drunk as fuck, which is already wrong. I'm already dude, I was so mad I didn't do really good. I had so much fun, but I
Right.
would have rather not drank and done well and then had a horrible rest of the night.
Sure.
You know, I had one of the better nights I've had in a while in terms of enjoying myself. But the stand-up part was rough.
Yeah.
But I went up there lackluster, and I instantly started talking to people, and luckily DT walked in the middle of me about to start.
His name is DJ.
I know, but it's funny to call him DT now because I called him DT for everything.
I know.
So this black kid with dreads walks in, and blonde dreads, and I just told him, you know, I was like, all right, well, sit the fuck down because he interrupted me. And that was funny, and I started winning people over, and then I went straight to my material because I was trying to do this whole memorization thing. In hindsight, I was doing fine, and then I went to lackluster bullshit instead of just riding that wave.
Sure.
And that's what I regret most. But she came out there and she did the opposite. She didn't really address anything other than making fun of me for looking like an infant.
And my head for looking like a titty.
That was dude, that was very funny. That was funny. I forgot about that. Oh my God. But yeah, like I said, it's just, I learned that night.
Sure.
That we all walked up there because we'd been there a million times. We weren't really excited.
No.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Like we're too comfortable there.
I agree.
You need to go, and you are going somewhere else.
Yeah. Got a show coming up August 27th at the Shark Cafe.
It's a cool place.
Come see me.
It's a cool place. You'll like it. And I think you're going to be astounded at the reactions you get from people. You're going to be very happy. You're going to wake up still energized.
Yeah.
Call back. So that's it, right? Episode 1.
Fuck you, we're out.
See you later. Thanks for listening and watching.